Hi guys, Wolfie here, and welcome to my 2020 prediction videos for you guys. And before you say anything, yes, I have had a cut G.
Bruh.
Let's get it out of the way. But anyway, before we get into this, I'm going to explain some things that's going up on the channel. I'll do this as like sort of just a little update for you guys. I did say on Tuesday that yes, you'd get my Bound for Glory predictions, and you did. You get my Hell in the Cell prediction today, like I said. Tomorrow you will also get my Bound for Glory reactions, and I'm hoping on Monday you'll also get my Hell in the Cell reactions. The way I'm saying hoping is because I am going away for a week, so I will be away from the scene for a week. I do plan to have at least one or two season 8 videos pre-recorded, so they will be up in the week. Well, one will be up. I plan for one to be up maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Some season 8 videos will be uploaded, but yeah, definitely Bound for Glory reactions tomorrow, and hopefully Hell in the Cell reactions. Hell in the Cell reactions maybe get pushed back just so I can put season 8 out instead. But anyway, we're just going to get to my Hell in the Cell predictions. And so far, only 5 matches have been announced for Hell in the Cell. 3 are actually inside Hell in the Cell, 2 are not. And I do expect more to be announced. Maybe because it's 3 inside Hell in the Cell, they don't have enough time. They wouldn't want to make 3 good matches and they just have the other 2 on the side. But, I don't know, there'll probably be at least one more other match, maybe a tag title match or something. But anyway, we're going to get into these 5 predictions, obviously, on my reaction videos, whenever that may come out. I will tell you my predictions for the matches then to catch us my prediction videos. Will I finally win a prediction video? We might do an Impact. We've got 2 chapters. We've got Impact and Hell in the Cell 2 times this week. But anyway, let's get on to it. First off, we have got, with the Money in the Bank contract on the line, Otis will be taking on The Miz. So obviously this comes into the court and Otis, which I think that's one of the few that actually quite funny. Miz, Brad, JBL, and Teddy Long made an appearance. Teddy Long made an appearance, and that's why it's quality. Use Teddy Long, make him the GM of SmackDown, please. But yeah, obviously we had that segment, and now out of the Cell, we've got Otis versus The Miz, and if The Miz wins, he builds Mr. Money in the Bank. If Otis wins, he keeps the contract on SmackDown. Obviously, The Miz will take the contract over to Raw, which means Otis is away from it. Who do I think's going to win this one? Personally, I wouldn't mind who won. These are 2 people that I think can really sell the contract. But I'm going to go with Mr. Money in the Bank, The Miz. Some of you are going to be going, why? Why would you give it to The Miz after all this Otis' build-up? I think it's the right move. Vince is hiring Otis, but he has no plans of giving Otis the World Championship at the moment. Actually, the current plans are, if Otis is to keep the contract, he's actually cashing in for the Intercontinental Championship, because Vince wants to give him that mid-card push. He wants to give him the mid-card championship, but he doesn't think he's enough for the World Championship. So, to do that, you don't need to have Otis cash in on the mid-card title. Give the contract to The Miz, he takes it over to Raw, keep Otis on SmackDown, and have him feud with Sami Zayn. Easy stuff. You can give him the Intercontinental Championship, and you don't need the contract. Give the contract to The Miz, who is someone that desperately needs it right now, because this can be good for multiple reasons. Because I want to tell you guys something that I found out today. The Miz won the WWE Championship via Money in the Bank cash-in against Randy Orton on the 22nd of November 2010, nearly 10 years ago. Survivor Series this year is on the 22nd of November. Who's to say The Miz isn't going to cash in on 10 years later on Randy Orton? The same person. But anyway, I'm going to go with Miz becoming the new Mr. Money in the Bank. Next up, our second and last non-Hell in the Cell match, we've got Elias in his in-ring return, going up against Jeff Hardy. These are just 2 guys as well that are just really good, just wrestlers in general. Jeff Hardy obviously is a legend. Elias is probably one of the most underrated in the entire business. These 2 are going to hopefully blow the house down. Obviously, their feud's going to be going on for like 2 weeks. This isn't going to be the end of it. They're probably going to have another match, probably leading up to the Rumble or TLC or sometime after Survivor Series. they're probably going to have Elias and Jeff Hardy continue feuding, which is why I think that needs to happen on his return. Elias will defeat Jeff Hardy with probably some shenanigans with this guitar. I actually quite like the story. I'm a big fan of Elias, big fan of Jeff Hardy, but I feel like Elias needs to win it. It's his return. He's the heel. He needs to get the victory. So it's quite simple. I don't probably will end up in a screwing DQ or a count out or some crap. But I think in the end, Elias should get the victory. Right, now that's those matches out the way, we can get into our 3 Hell in the Cell matches. We're going to begin with the WWE Championship on the line for the 3rd time. Randy Orton versus the champion, Drew McIntyre. So Drew McIntyre versus Randall Keith Orton. Now, I did SummerSlam predictions and Clash of Champions predictions, and obviously we had Orton versus McIntyre on both those shows. On both shows, I said Randy Orton should have won. He should have. I mean, after SummerSlam, I feel like he should have won, but after that crappy finish, I feel like it was good that they kept Drew the championship then. But in Clash of Champions, I felt like they should have gave him. But Clash of Champions, they did it so well. With all the legends coming back in that ambulance match. But halfway through, even though I wanted and predicted Randy to win going into it, halfway through, I was like, they've got to give it to Drew. They've got to give it to Drew, and they did. And that was the right move. But now is the option. Do they give it to Orton now, or is it too late? I think it might be. I think it might be a bit too late. Because, you see, I'd give it to Orton for the Miz thing I said earlier. That would be quite good. But I am honestly stuck. Like the last 2 pay-per-views, I said Randy Orton straight away. But I'm stuck. I'm honestly stuck. Because this could go either way. It's going to be a good match. But I'm going to go with Drew. I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre. I know Randy's going to win now. What's going to happen is I fought Randy both times. So now that I'm going with Drew, Randy's going to win. I would definitely not be mad if Randy won. If Randy Orton won, I would not be mad whatsoever. I would actually like it. But I feel like Drew is going to win. I feel like McIntyre's winning. So I'm going to go with that. Drew McIntyre to retain the WWE Championship. Right, next up, moving on, we've got the Universal Championship of the line. Jey Uso takes on the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. And their Clash of Champions match was just way better than people thought it would be. And it's not just how the match at Clash of Champions was good. This whole storyline across the last couple of months has been amazing. I'm not even joking. How good has the storyline been? I mean, SmackDown as a whole, ever since SummerSlam, has been good. But this storyline has just been in the main event scene, and it is right. If you told people before SummerSlam that the main event of Clash of Champions and inside Hell in the Cell, in a Hell in the Cell I Quit match, may I add, would be Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso, I would have told you that's an awful idea. But they portrayed it so well, you cannot not like this feud. And it's not just a normal Hell in the Cell match like Randy and Drew. This is the Hell in the Cell I Quit match, which is not only on the inside the demonic structure, the opponent's got to say I quit, and then they are, I assume, quit SmackDown, and yeah, and the winner retains or becomes Universal Champion. But it is a no-brainer. Roman Reigns. I'm going with Roman Reigns to retain the WWE Universal Championship, because even though it would be such a good, just a nice film moment if Jey Uso somehow told Roman Reigns, I quit. But one, it's too early in Roman Reigns' reign. Two, come on, they're not going to give it to Jey Uso. Even though he's got a bit more chance than Clash of Champions here, I still think it's not happening. Roman Reigns retaining the Universal Championship. Now the 5th and final match, the 3rd and final Hell in the Cell match. I hope this is the main event. The SmackDown Women's Championship on the line. Bayley, Sasha Banks, take my money. I got the bills, I've got nothing in my hand, but you know the deals. So, this is going to be a match. All 3 Hell in the Cell matches are going to absolutely deliver. Orton McIntyre, Hell in the Cell, going to be a banger. Reigns, Jey Uso, Hell in the Cell I Quit, going to be a banger. And this is the women's match you're leading. This is the only good thing in the women's division right now. The women's division is absolutely lackluster, but this feud, it's been so long coming. It's, my God. And they've left it to this match, which is the good thing. I said they should have left it to this match. Just so, I said this about after WrestleMania, after Becky didn't win the title. They've now got to leave it to Hell in the Cell, just so Bayley can have a year-long reign as women's champion. Because if you come that close, if you come a week off, you wouldn't just give it to her on the draft night. No. You need to do it here. And that's what they've done. So, this is what needs to happen. Sasha Banks, your new SmackDown Women's Champion. It needs to happen. It's the right move, the right call. Bayley's been champion for a year, and many people have said Reigns been lackluster. I disagree. She's been great with Sasha Banks by her side, and now she takes on Sasha Banks, and it's going to be an amazing match. But Sasha Banks she's got to win. Sasha Banks is going to win. Your new SmackDown Women's Champion. And they have to stop the feud here. Sasha's the champ. They could have another match where Sasha wins. Bayley could win the Rumble and they'd have Bayley versus Sasha at Mania. They could do it. All these other phenomenal matches. You can have non-title feud. Bayley versus Bianca Belair. Title feud. Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair is just an example. There's other women now on SmackDown which are good. This is just proves how SmackDown is better than Raw, especially with their women's division. But anyway, that has been my Hell in the Cell 2020 prediction videos for you guys. I'll run through it. I do have Elias beating Jeff Hardy. I do have Miz becoming the new Mr. Money in the Bank by defeating Otis. I do have Drew McIntyre retaining the WWE Championship against Randy Orton inside Hell in the Cell. A bit edgy on that one, but I do have Reigns retaining the Universal Championship, making Jey Uso say, I quit inside the Hell in the Cell. And I do have Sasha Banks defeating Bayley and becoming your new SmackDown Women's Champion. But anyway, I am It's 151. I will definitely see you guys tomorrow for my Bound for Glory reactions. And yeah, hopefully there'll be a Season 8 video this weekend. If not, there will definitely be one next week at some point. Because I am going on holiday, as I said, I am going on holiday. But I am pre-recording some stuff. I think I might do an updated top 10 video list like I did last time now that the rosters have changed. That needs updating. But anyway, see you guys then. Bye-bye.